This is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping our news today at noon, hundreds of dead fish washing up on shore and some Longboat Key residents wanting answers. ABC 7's Rebecca Vargas went out to check out the beach along the Key this morning and joins us now with an update. Rebecca?
Yeah, Scott, between the smell and hundreds of small fish lining the beach, residents on the Key are worried the fish kill might be a result of red tide. Reports started coming into the newsroom late Monday afternoon, residents sending in photos of dozens of dead fish along the shore. We contacted the town of Longboat Key this morning. The town manager says the fish kill starts in the 2500 block of Gulf of Mexico Drive and becomes more and more numerous heading up the north end of the Key. Florida Fish and Wildlife was called in yesterday, coming out to take samples of the water and even take some fish along with them. This morning, after high tide came through last night, fish are still baking in the sun, and the odor is what caught the attention of one woman who walks the shore daily.
Yesterday was the first time that I walked out of the building and noticed a smell. And I thought, oh, wow, it's not supposed to be like low tide until 9 o'clock tonight. And I came down to the beach. My husband was down here and he was like, take a look. And there were dead fish everywhere.
Now, Florida Fish and Wildlife tells me they're in the process of testing these water samples to see if red tide is present. The results are expected in an hour. They do check the waters weekly, and last Friday's results show low levels of red tide on Longboat Key Beach, which can cause respiratory issues and possible fish kills. We will bring you that update as soon as it comes. Scott, back to you and Josh.
All right, Rebecca, thank you so much. And meteorologist Josh Stone joins us now. He's in for John today. And of course, maybe making this problem worse is the fact that we have onshore winds this week, right out of the west.
Yeah, the smell's not just going to be right at the coast. We could get it inland with the westerly flow around an area of high pressure in the Gulf of Mexico. Let's check out our current temperatures right now. And our temperatures are climbing into the mid-80s, upper 80s in some locations, like here in Sarasota. Our high will top out at 90. But once again, that onshore flow, that westerly flow, could unfortunately bring that smell of the dead fish kind of a little further inland from the coast. Now, we do have some showers out in the Gulf of Mexico, but I think most of the activity is going to be east of I-75 today. You see some activity starting to pop up in Sarasota and Manatee County. That's going to push inland and then all the way to the east coast as we go through the afternoon. We'll talk about that. And of course, the tropics with another tropical storm just developed today.
Okay, Josh, thank you. In Manatee County, Mosaic has pushed back a hearing with commissioners to rezone its property to allow for expanded mining operations in the eastern part of the county. Company officials say the delay is due to timing conflicts because they want to make sure there's enough time for the hearing with commissioners. There was no mention of Mosaic's problems at its Mulberry plant, and if they were to blame for the delay, that's where a sinkhole allowed more than 200 million gallons of contaminated water and products to enter the Florida aquifer. The rezoning would allow for more phosphate mining at the Wingate East mine. An attorney for the company has requested the hearing be rescheduled to January. County has approved that request and scheduled the hearing for January 26th. Job skills, affordable housing, and the homeless were just some of the topics a state representative touched on during his annual visit to Sarasota City Hall. State Representative Julio Gonzalez stopping by the Sarasota City Commission yesterday. One of the topics he's addressing to lend his assistance to is helping those who are working but still can't afford to live in Sarasota. Another big topic was workers' compensation issues. The Venice Republican says he would not be surprised if it became one of the main issues during the next legislative session.
There were a couple of Supreme Court opinions that changed the landscape, and I think we'll have to see us addressing that this year.
Florida's annual two-month legislative session begins March 7th. Meanwhile, leaders in Sarasota County are still working on a way to combat homelessness. Local government officials and nonprofit groups are planning to meet with the leaders of a Come As You Are shelter in Tallahassee for a presentation this afternoon. The Kearney Center for Comprehensive Emergency Services is a 24-hour shelter in Tallahassee that started last year from a public-private partnership. Today's meeting takes place this afternoon at the County Commission Chambers in downtown Sarasota. Sarasota County leaders think a similar shelter could work here on the Suncoast. Today marks the beginning of a 24-hour giving event here on the Suncoast. Hundreds of nonprofits are taking part in the 5th annual Giving Challenge. More than 500 nonprofits in all from Sarasota, Manatee, Charlotte, and DeSoto counties will be participating. Last year's Giving Challenge raised a record nearly $7 million through 36,000 donations. The challenge is supported by the Community Foundation of Sarasota, Manatee Community Foundation, and the Patterson Foundation. It started just a few minutes ago at the top of the hour, and it will end at noon tomorrow. One of the activities that's a part of this Giving Challenge is an event all about the pups in our lives. Easter Seals Southwest Florida will be hosting its first ever Yappy Hour tonight. Activities include a pet costume contest, pet portraits, even nail trimming. I'll be announcing the winners of that costume contest tonight. There'll also be complimentary food and wine. Yappy Hour takes place tonight from 5:30 to 7:30 at Easter Seals on Braden Avenue in Sarasota. That's right near the airport. The event is free for both dogs and their humans. Time now to head over to the kitchen for the first time and check in with our guest chef today and our good friend, Chef Pedro Flores from Table Creekside Restaurant in Sarasota. Pedro, thanks for being here today. What's on your menu for today?
Today we're making a Korean tuna seasoning bowl, sir.
Sounds delicious. We'll see how it all comes together in just a little bit.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle, for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota Bradenton Airport on US 41.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Josh Young in for John Scalzi. Today, it's warm outside, 89 degrees when you walk outside right now. The dew point sitting at 75, so it's not only warm as far as the temperature goes, but it's muggy, so a little uncomfortable there. But as far as rain goes, well, for the most part this morning we were quiet, but we do have this westerly sea breeze, and anytime we have a westerly sea breeze, that's going to enhance the shower activity inland and then continue to move the showers to the east, just like yesterday. Now, some spots starting to develop here on the radar here in Manatee and Sarasota County. These are isolated cells, but as you can see, the general track, they are moving to the east, and that's going to be the case today. So if you are looking to maybe take the boat out, I don't think you're going to have any issues with any sort of shower activity. But once again, here in central Manatee and Sarasota County, just the well, the northern eastern portion of Sarasota County. These cells are continuing to move to the east at this time. But our futurecast does show the radar really start to light up this afternoon. But again, that's going to be east of the viewing area. Say if you're taking I-4 over to Orlando, you can hit some wet weather, and then definitely into Daytona as these storms really start to fire up. Things quiet down tonight, and then there may be some drier trying to sneak in here for tomorrow, but I think again with this westerly sea breeze, it's going to keep these storms offshore and inland and quiet pretty much on the Sun Coast. Stalled out front to the north of us, this was basically the remnants of Julia. Folks, it's unbelievable that Julia, which was a tropical storm, developed over land. I mean, that's almost unheard of. It's happened a few times over the years, but it was the first time it ever happened in the state of Florida. But basically, this thing is dissipated. It's basically just kind of washing out with a cold front and getting absorbed with that on the eastern seaboard. But the dominant feature here on the surface map is this area of high pressure clearing out the skies, making travel very nice throughout the southeast and into the Midwest. But again, the westerly flow around it helping to bring that west coast sea breeze for us. A couple of systems to talk about here in the Atlantic. Once again, we just passed the peak of the hurricane season on September 10th. However, we do have some activity out here. We have Tropical Storm Carl. The good news is Carl looks like it's going to be tracking to the north and then back to the northeast away from the United States. However, Bermuda could be on target for Carl, which is unfortunate for the folks there. It could actually blossom into a Category 2 hurricane by the time it gets close to Bermuda, so causing high surf and strong winds there. And breaking news, we have a new tropical storm, and this is called Lisa. Lisa just formed this morning, but again, you can see the track. Lisa will stay in the open waters of the Atlantic. Well, here we go with our storm names. After Lisa, if anything can form off the African coast, it will be Matthew. Keeping a close eye on the tropics, but fortunately for our area, everything looking pretty quiet right now. All right, taking the boat out today, seas at 1 to 2 feet with smooth conditions in the inland waterways. And as far as our 7-day forecast, you know what, folks? Fall comes on Thursday. It's the first day of fall, but it doesn't look like a fall type of forecast with a high of 90. Again, our average is 89, so it'll be above that. And it looks like the rain chance will increase over the weekend. Scott?
Okay, Josh, thank you. In health news today, a major recall is in effect for one of America's favorite waffles. Kellogg's recalling about 10,000 cases of Eggo Nutri-Grain whole wheat waffles over listeria fears. The recalled waffles are available in 10-count packs with best if used by dates of November 21st and 22nd of 2017. So far, there have been no reports of illness, but Kellogg is asking people to throw away the affected products. The recall is in effect for 25 states, but Florida is not included. Grades on the use of antibiotics in food supplies are improving in some fast food restaurants. In a report published by 6 nonprofit organizations, Panera Bread and Chipotle taking top honors, both restaurants receiving an A on their antibiotics policies and practices. Subway graded a B, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Wendy's receiving C's. Restaurants like Applebee's, Olive Garden, and IHOP fell short of requirements. Cuddling your pet cat can seem harmless, but a new study is showing too much affection to our feline friends could be deadly. According to a report from the CDC, at least 12,000 Americans die from an infection known as cat scratch disease. The rare bacteria is carried in cats' mouths and claws, and humans can get infected with just a small scratch. Side effects can include fever, fatigue, headaches, even swollen lymph nodes. But worse cases can cause heart infection and brain swelling. The bacteria is carried from cat to cat. So to avoid contracting this disease, the CDC is warning cat owners not to kiss their pets and refrain from petting them too much. Here on the Suncoast, a new school will be opening up today for children with autism. The new ABA Academy will feature adjustable lighting to accommodate children with sensory issues, as well as color-coded walls, which will allow children to easily identify classrooms and associate specific classrooms with certain teachers. The new facility is off Fruitville Road in Sarasota. A ribbon-cutting ceremony will take place this afternoon. Celebration starts at 2:30, and it's free and open to the public. Still to come in your Suncoast news, another fatal roadside shooting. What newly released video reveals about a man shot and killed by police officers. But first, details on a new and improved facility where you can practice perfecting that uppercut punch. That story next in Donnie B. Fit.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
I'm your spokesperson. This is an important message for anyone who took the prescription drug Xarelto or Pradaxa and had a serious bleeding event. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered from a serious bleeding event,
call 800-220-8268 immediately.
Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious internal bleeding, stroke, and death.
Call 800-220-8268 immediately.
You may be entitled to compensation. Call now for a free consultation.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous.